Grand Rising. What's happening? What's going on? What it do? It's been a little bit, been busy. Yeah, I know life be lifing. Hope everybody doing all right. Hope everybody doing all right. Pick up from the Divine Feminine where our last left off. Let's dive into it, Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine, as I said on the last video, the Divine Masculine cannot rise unless you're rising. Let me say that again. The Divine Masculine cannot rise unless you're rising. Why do I say that? Everything starts with you, master builder. You must understand that you are a master builder. You have to deep dive within yourself first and foremost. What that heart do? What do that heart do? See, if you haven't went into the underworld, which is within you, not outside you, not in chat GPT, not in AI, within you, within yourself. Because once you understand who and what you are, you will be able to decipher all the rest. Ain't much to the books, regardless of many will tell you that there's no knowledge in books. That's a bunch of bullshit. And tell them I said it. Because once you understand who and what you are and you dive deep, then you will know whatever you encounter outside of you, you will know if it's some good or you know it's some trash. As you will know if it's an individual you building with, talking with, discussing with, is misleading you. And speaking of that, misleading. There's a lot of masculines that are using this knowledge and some feminine in the wrong manner. Everything is supposed to be a sharing. This is what many of us come back to do, besides also to liberate your soul. And when I say to liberate your soul, that's to allow your soul to become sovereign, where you don't look at nothing outside of you because everything you need is within you. Let me say that again. Everything you need is within you. This is what the whole journey, the self journey, is about. Doing the work that we do naturally to rise. And your rise is to liberate in that soul, that which is you, that primary deity, for you to be sovereign. Everything's with you. Now that plays also into the 3D when they start saying sovereign of the land. It's because there's no one over you. That was during those times. This is what we have to understand. Everything goes hand in hand. But divine feminine, you have to dig. This way no one can persuade you. No one can pull a wool over your eyes. See, a lot of people watch The Matrix. And you know, we always go to this is where it started. But if you understand and you watch the last Matrix, you will have an understanding that the person that they call the one, he couldn't fly Neo without Trinity. She had to discover and remember who she was. When she discovered went through all the little distractions, went through all dealing with the traumas that crystallized in her nervous system and turn on to who she really was. She had to come back because when he tried to fly, he couldn't no more. You get what I'm saying? You have to do the work. This is why I say what that heart do. As I said in the previous video, you cannot get in that chariot and think you for the rise if you ain't did that hard work. This, and your gut is made of the same material. It is already here, but most of us like to do what they say, sweep it under the rug. And we know once that pile it gets a little bigger, you'll mess around and trip over it. So you got to deal with that heart. You can't run from you. You cannot run from yourself. You have to deal with that. You have to deal with that hurt, that pain. This is when you start liberating yourself. This is when that heart starts to become light as a feather because you're no longer carrying that. But you have to choose yourself. And when you truly choose yourself, that choosing yourself is going to come with some uncomfortable things that you're not going to want to face.